Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them now. Today's episode, the topic is the real reason Shannon Sharpe hates Kawhi Leonard now. But before I get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, be sure to check out our Dreamerspro Podcast, which we have linked in the description below, and be on the lookout for our Dreamerspro Premium platform that we're launching the first week of January. We will definitely keep you guys posted on that. So let me just go ahead and get into this topic here. So if any of you guys have been following Undisputed recently, you've noticed that Shannon Sharpe has kind of had this personal grudge with Kawhi Leonard. Now, some of you guys who don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, his background at least, he's a former American NFL professional football player. He played tight end. He was very successful in his career, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 8-time Pro Bowler, he's been on 5 All Pro Bowl teams, and he was also inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. So Shannon Sharpe is a very decorated football player, and he's quite accomplished, right? But we see him on TV. He's a very funny guy. I think he's very funny, and he does a really good job on TV. Let me not even go that far. But anyway, you guys know how I feel about Shannon Sharpe. You know that I like him. Now, I've been listening to Shannon Sharpe in the past few weeks, and all of this is starting to come to a head because the season is ramping up, and the Clippers are going to be playing the Lakers on opening night, and Shannon Sharpe feels pretty good about himself, and he takes a shot at Kawhi Leonard pretty much any chance that he gets to talk about Kawhi Leonard. He talks like as if the Lakers beat the Clippers in the playoffs. That's how much he talks about. Like, yeah, but they never beat him, actually, and they had a 2-2 regular season record last year, but he wants to take credit for the Denver Nuggets beating the Clippers like as if it was the Lakers that beat the Clippers. But anyway, even though they were the favorite to beat the Lakers and Vegas and everyone picked them, but whatever. He still likes to act like as if it was the Lakers that beat the Clippers when they didn't. But anyway, let me focus on this here. 2 years ago, Shannon Sharpe was cheering Kawhi Leonard on all season long, right? All season long, Kawhi Leonard was the man, especially in the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard was scoring. Shannon Sharpe, it was a virtuosos. He was putting up these virtuosos. Skip, you see how good he is, and blah, blah, blah. Skip Bayless was going through his emotions about Kawhi Leonard leaving the San Antonio Spurs, right? But he always knew Kawhi Leonard was a good player. But Shannon Sharpe, it was a new thing. Oh, Skip, you see these virtuosos. He was doing a good job, blah, blah, blah. And he was hyping him up and all of this. But then all of that started to change. And when did it start changing? It started to change when people like Kendrick Perkins started calling him Kawhi Jordan. And people were like, man, this guy is really good. And man, this guy's better. And then all of a sudden, the cattiness came out. And all of a sudden, he wasn't liking that anymore because people started comparing him to Michael Jordan, and Shannon Sharpe is like, no, you cannot compare anyone to Michael Jordan except LeBron James. He must not even Kobe. Think about how absurd, think about how much of a lunatic you have to be to skip over Kobe, who is the closest thing to Jordan, skip over him and then compare LeBron. Think about how absurd your thinking has to be to even do that. But it's the NBA we live in today, right? Absurd seems to be the norm. Kobe is not like Jordan, right? Even the person that Jordan himself endured. No. He's not like Jordan. It's LeBron. Because why? Because that's what it is. Like, anyway. So, he started getting upset that he was being compared to Jordan. I'm not even going to get into Nick Wright because Nick Wright is like it's even personal. Nick Wright is like it's personal. At least Shannon Sharpe can do it with a smile. Nick Wright seems to have some type of vitriol towards Kawhi. Any opportunity he gets, he must take a shot because Nick Wright is an emotional commentator, right? He's very emotional. He's not objective, to be quite honest with you. That's the only reason he says half of the stuff that he says. The difference between me and Nick Wright, I don't believe that Kawhi Leonard should be ranked higher than LeBron James all time, right? That's called objectivity. Nick Wright believes that LeBron is ranked ahead of Jordan. That's called lunacy. That's called cuckoo, right? You're cuckoo if you believe that. Literally, if you believe that LeBron is better than Jordan, something wrong with you. There's no argument you can make. But they still try to make it. He's not as good a scorer. He's not a better winner. He's not as feared. Like in everything, Jordan wins shoes. Jordan bounced the ball in how many, 15, 20 years? And he still sells the most shoes. Like, what are we talking about? But anyway, that's these guys, right? But it really hit a fever pitch in the offseason because Shannon Sharpe was beating his chest like a gorilla on there talking about, oh my God, we're going to get Kawhi Leonard. He was so hyped. Why was he hyped to get Kawhi Leonard? Number one, he knew Kawhi Leonard was a baller. Like, no one can dispute that. But two, he was looking to use Kawhi Leonard. That's all it wasn't like he gave a damn about him. He doesn't give a damn about Kawhi Leonard. And you can see how he really felt about him. He was willing to use Kawhi Leonard to help LeBron propel him to multiple rings. Really, that's what he was trying to do. And if Kawhi Leonard can help him to that end, absolutely. But the minute Kawhi said, no, man, I want to go do my own thing, right? I want to go do my own thing, and I want to go play, and I want to go build my own legacy somewhere else. All of a sudden, he became public enemy number one in Shannon Sharpe's book. Now, some people say he's doing it for TV and this. And let me tell you guys something. For those people that believe that, if Shannon Sharpe was that good at faking it, he would be on a Hollywood set. He would not be on First Take arguing sports. Shannon Sharpe would have won an Oscar by now. Shannon Sharpe is not an actor. I don't think anything Shannon Sharpe does, apart from his trolling and all of that he does, when you see him banging on tables, he's not acting. He's dead serious about the way he feels about Kawhi Leonard. It's not like, oh, the producers came to Shannon Sharpe. No, I need you to hate Kawhi now because it's going to do good for you. He's like Shannon Sharpe, and Skip Bayless has said it multiple times, and Skip Bayless has gotten offended by people feeling like as if the way he really feels, he's putting it on. Skip Bayless actually believes what he says. Nobody's coming to him and saying, oh, say this and say that. Otherwise, there's no way he would have gotten to that level by not being authentic. Skip Bayless really, really, truly believes what he believes. The same thing as Shannon Sharpe believes what he believes. If you see Shannon Sharpe taking those political stances, do you think it's the producers that are coming to him and say, no, stand up and take it? It's what he feels. He's passionate about that. No one is telling him to feel that way. So I don't buy into the notion that, oh, they're saying it's good for ratings. When they were talking about social injustice and Colin Kaepernick and all of that, they were having outstanding ratings. That's when the show really broke out. And Shannon Sharpe was telling you exactly what he thought. So I don't buy into the notion that, oh, he's doing it because it's for good ratings. It just so happens, give the guy credit. He's good at what he does, and it drives ratings. Don't put it on to, oh, the producers came, like as if you're there. And most of the people saying this stuff, say it like as if they work there, like as if they were in the meeting. How do you know that? How do you know that, oh, that's what, you don't know that. You don't work at Fox Sports. So there's no way you would know that. Don't make that kind of a, oh, well, there's the producers. You don't know that. You're just assuming that because you're trying to make sense of something we don't know. Yes, we can all make assumptions, but you weren't there. So don't talk like as if you were in the room when they were making these decisions. None of us were there, so we don't know. Now, another thing is, when Kawhi Leonard did decide to go do his thing, he was very, very happy to see him fail. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the guy, the girl, they got rejected by the guy that didn't want her. That's what it reminds me of. Some people cannot handle rejection gracefully. Some people can get rejected and say, hey, I guess it wasn't meant to be, right? Go do your thing. Not Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is going to be bitter about it. How dare you turn me down? How dare you not accept me on your blah, blah, blah. That's what it turns into. And most of the times, it doesn't even seem normal the way he reacts to some of these things. You'll see him beating his chest, getting upset. Shannon Sharpe spent like 2 months. 2 months coming at Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard doesn't even talk. He doesn't even have a social media. What did Kawhi Leonard do to you? What did he do to you? Just because the guy won a championship on his own, what does that have to do with you? If he doesn't want to play with LeBron, what does that have to do with you? Why do you feel like as if now every single chance you get, you got to take a shot at the dude? What did he do to you? Why are you taking it so personally? Why are you all up in your feelings about it? LeBron James is over 35 years old. You're over 50 years old. Why does it matter to you that much? Why are you taking it so personally? Why are you all up in your feelings about it? It's weird. Honestly, I think it's weird, right? But they've made it their job. And it's not even like sports, because sports fans will talk their trash. This is not trash. This is like something else. It's something like, how dare you? Like, how dare you decide not to come play with my guy? How dare you? Right? And it's like, is all of it necessary? And for me, I think it's gone beyond the fact of dislike, because anything that he does, it's like it bothers him deeply. Like, you can see it. Anything that he does, and some people can argue Skip Bayless feels the same way about LeBron. Fine, and you would have a point, because in some cases Skip Bayless does push the envelope as well, right? And I'm not gonna. Yes, Skip Bayless finds every means to diss LeBron. And I understand it. And it's not right also. right? And maybe we may make a video, why does Skip Bayless always diss LeBron James? The only problem is whenever we make videos like that on our channel, it doesn't do well. So, you know what I mean? So anyway, these are my thoughts, man. And I think I think the irony is in all of this, Kawhi Leonard doesn't even care, to be honest with you. The dude doesn't even care. That's the irony of it all. Like, I think if Kawhi Leonard saw Shannon Sharpe walking down the road, he wouldn't even notice it, man. Not to say that Shannon Sharpe is a nobody because he's a somebody, but I think Kawhi Leonard truly does not give a damn. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about him. He is unfazed by the foolishness. He really, truly doesn't care. And that is a superpower in today's world. So for me, those are my thoughts. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you guys think about it? Do you think Shannon Sharpe is going to cool down with his hating? Do you think I'm hating on Shannon Sharpe or LeBron? You know, to those people, even though I just pointed to the fact that Skip Bayless hated on LeBron, but when you're in your emotions, you only hear what you want to hear, right? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day. Peace.